where they belong.
This is why they are afraid of Peter Obi.
And I still believe that
when he comes,
he is not as smart as he thinks.
That is a fear.
Tinubu is not as smart as he thinks.
Must come because
I look at politicians from the southwest and politicians from the north.
Are doing everything.
I am compelled to laugh at them. Really, I do. I'm compelled to laugh at them because at a point in time, particularly during the Buhari administration, every Fulani man or every corner had a sense that they own Nigeria, and in some sort could practically do whatever they please, and nothing is going to happen.
It's within the country, one party system.
And
that is awful.
What I see Tinubu doing is a systemic approach towards leaving Nigeria into a one-party state. Does Nigeria need a one-party state? Absolutely not. Nigeria is too diverse to sustain a one-party state. If this is true, why then is Tinubu angling towards a one-party state? It's simple. I think, allegedly, my opinion, thinking aloud before I come pick me. Most of the leaders we have had, except for Jonathan, Yaradua, most of them are megalomaniacs. One who have an insatiable craving for power. In the case of Tinubu, allegedly opinionated, I think this man wants to establish a family dynasty that controls the power of not only Nigeria, Africa perhaps. I just pray the North right now, I hate to say this, but the North, the future of Nigeria right now depends on the political calculation the North will make. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I like the North and its brand of politics? Of course not. But I've just come to the painful realization that the brand of politics that Tinubu and his Southwest collaborators are doing is far more dangerous than the one we have experienced from the Fulanis. Look, if an illiterate or somebody who is ignorant is playing dictatorship, one will know that his action comes from a place of what's the English I'm trying to use there? His actions come from a place of the word I'm trying to use is missing. In other words, his actions are spontaneous and perhaps not weaved from a place of pure calculation. But you see, if an educated man is doing the same thing, dictatorship, you should know that his action comes from a place of well orchestrated and calculated plan. I've watched how this man manipulated an entire country of over 200 million citizens to come into power. Is it the fake bishops Is it his travel to River State where he got Wike to rig a whole state in his favor? I mean, just name it. Is it the judiciary that played a fast one on Nigeria? All I simply see is a man setting up a stage for now, let's just say preventable, for a preventable but yet cataclysmic response from Nigeria. I made an example of the wildebeest when they migrate. Because when they graze, one side there's what the Serengi River. What do I call the Serengi River? Usually in every season, one side of the river, contains a lot of pasture for grazing. Then at another time of the season, the other side of the river gets pasture, whereas the other side dries up. Now the animals instinctively knows that the other side has better pasture, which now necessitates the migration. When they migrate, they have to cross the Serengi River. But when they come to that river, the wildebeest instinctively know that there are crocodiles in the river. Serengeti River, yeah. Sorry, thank you for the correction. Serengeti River. They instinctively know that there are crocodiles in the river. So they stay. The first one to arrive the river, they stay. They don't want to cross. But as they wait, other wildebeest come, they build up, and then at a point the population of the wildebeest by the edge of the river begins to increase, and the edge could not hold the population much. Before you know it, the weight of the population of the wildebeest push the one in the front to get into the river. And once they jump in, they have no choice than to make the journey across. Yes, some of the wildebeest will be eaten up by the crocodiles, but eventually a larger percentage of the wildebeest must cross the river. Now that is exactly what is happening that Tinubu does not know. What Tinubu is doing is building a lot of people who have come to the edge of realization that the country is not going to work. Now, nobody wants to take the first plunge because army go buy you, police go arrest you, DSS go detain you. You understand me? So you know what is in this river, and you know the consequences of the action. But what the likes of Tinubu and the other politicians or authoritarians or dictators don't know is that, look, at a point, the people who will come to the edge of this realization, the population will be so much that, hey, somebody has to take a plunge and others will follow. Now that is where we are now. Trust me, we have come to the edge of the Serengeti River. We have come to that edge. And whether we like it or not, somebody or people must take that plunge. Look, let me tell you, I was speaking with some friends yesterday at a relaxation spot. And it all boils down to the same mistake. You understand me? See, in this country, we must come to that point where no tribe should see herself as superior to other tribe based on your population. A tribe is a mere language of communication. It's only in Africa that a set of people having the awareness that the number of their tribe superimposes other tribes, they feel is an immediate excuse to start oppressing those perceived with lesser population. Only in Africa that such a thing do happen. That's why you see, if Nigeria continues today, our leaders must always come from the three major tribes. Part of the reason why they hated Jonathan was not because they didn't realize that Jonathan was doing well or Jonathan should be president, but because it was perceived like the Fulanis, like in the north. Here, I will tell you, they didn't see it appropriate that somebody considered to be from the inferior tribe in Nigeria is the head of state. That was just the reason, not that they didn't know that he did well. Now, the only reason why some of them are asking for Jonathan back is the sudden realization that, hey, they are not asking for, if you ask a northerner, he will rather want somebody from the south to lead this country. Now, is it because they love the south? No. They believe the south, people from south are easily controllable, are easily manipulated, or are easily put in a place of subservience. So all this analysis comes to a point. Why are they making every effort to stop Peter Obi? The answer to this question is simple. Now, Peter Obi is a catalyst of realization. These realizations that Nigerians have come to grasp, that this country cannot continue like this, Peter Obi remains the catalyst. Look, let me tell you, this group of people that are attacking Peter Obi, they know it. They know that the only person that has not been bought so far, the only threat, the only visible threat to 2027 is none other than Peter Obi. Now, why they didn't take Peter Obi seriously in the first instance was because they erroneously thought Peter Obi's popularity remained on social media until people like us took it to the test and decided to bring it from social media to the grassroots. And people started, Peter Obi now is a political franchise that cannot be immediately ignored. Now, I do understand that Peter Obi, Atiku, Kwankwaso, El Rufai, they are in talks to form a party and knock off Tinubu. For me, I think it's a welcome idea, but the question still remains, who are they putting forward as the flag bearer? Because one thing that I've come to notice with the North is that they've come to this idea that politically they are very good at it and no one can beat them at the game. Most core northern politicians believe that when it comes to politics, they are good at it and no one can beat them at the game. Now, one of the reasons why they feel very stupid now is because Tinubu played a fast one on them by using religion. Most of the northerners who voted for Tinubu voted on the basis that Nigeria has finally succumbed to Islam. Nigeria is now an Islamic state. Unfortunately for them, Tinubu didn't come with an Islamic agenda. Tinubu just used the Muslim ticket as a necessity to an end to establish to establish a Yoruba, should I say, dynasty or political dynasty. That's what Tinubu is doing. And why I still believe one of the huge problem, one of the core problem of Nigeria is that we have allowed people who see themselves as tribal champions to lead this country. And each time we allow these tribal champions to become president or leaders of this nation, they only go further to exacerbate the tribal dichotomy and religious tension that we've had in Nigeria. Because they cannot have political value if they do not stir up these religious and tribal sentiments. That's only what sustains them. So the current focus on Peter Obi, they know 100%. Let me tell you, everybody who is against Peter Obi know very well that if this man becomes president, he's going to change it. Those who are saying that what has he done in Anambra State? You don't see Peter Obi, he cannot, like Dino Melai. And I'm like, okay, the one that has done something in Lagos, that is now the president, what has he done? What is he doing? The one that has done something in Lagos, that is now the president, what has he done? Look, excuse me, all this attack on Peter Obi, I've said it, is because a Peter Obi presidency will upset the apple cart, will change everything. For instance, one political tool that the North has consistently used to blackmail the Southwest is the seaport. If you don't support us, we are going to open Calabar seaport. If you don't support us, that blackmail will stop. I know that if Peter Obi enters, I know for sure, I know 150% sure that he's going to open the other seaports. The concentration of our seaports in one place is funny. It's funny. And here is the implication of opening Calabar and Warri seaport. If today Calabar and Warri seaports are open, it will immediately slash the internally generated revenue of the Southwest by over half. By over half. So all the commercial activity that makes Lagos what it is will shift to maybe Calabar. Calabar overnight, in fact, in less than 1 year, Calabar, what am I saying? In less than 6 months, you will see Calabar becoming something else. So they don't want it. They want the South and the Southeast to become a mere geopolitical reference, a mere geographical reference that is not, a destination point. Let's say, for instance, now I have money and I want to choose a place to go. I want to take my family out. Let's travel to another state and just go and have a good time. Apart from Abuja, I also want to go to Lagos because that's where everything is happening. Other than Lagos, where else I want to go to? Of course, there's no place in the north that I want to go and flex. It's all about religion. But if I must go to another place other than Lagos, where? I probably want to go to Calabar. I want to go to Akwa Ibom. Do you know Akwa Ibom is a very beautiful place? Akwa Ibom is the last time I went to Akwa Ibom is a very, very clean place. I didn't know that Nigeria can have, you go to look for pure water, where they throw for pure water sachet, no go see. It's a very neat place. You get me? Then where again? Well, those are the places I can say for now. But a Peter Obi, people are saying Peter Obi is weak. Peter Obi is, I don't know where they got that idea that Peter Obi is weak from. Being strong is not, you see, the idea of masculinity in Nigerian, in the mind of Nigeria, is when somebody is criminalized, when you are noted with doing things that are shady and you get away with it. Then they say this man a hard man. Nobody can stop Tinubu. You didn't stop him when he was not president. Now that he's president, you want to remove him. Look, if you are on my page and if you are making that kind of comment, I will just block you immediately. Because one man, when they go toilet, they shit, they piss. You say you can't remove him. For what now? No, see, the only thing that sustains dictators is the idea, is the fear that the people have. The very moment the people overcome their fear and they work together, no amount of dictatorship will sustain those kind of people. Look at all the people, all the dictators in the world that eventually crumble. It is the people that brought them. You want to tell me that Kim Jong-un of North Korea, if the people decide today that, look, enough of this, we're done with this rubbish, it stops there. You get me? It stops there. So the truth is that it is the docilities of the people that sustains dictators. Please, anytime I'm talking about the polity of Nigeria, always remember the Serengeti River. The